What is up? Welcome into the Buddy Cop Podcast. My name is Sean Leary. I'm going to be one of your hosts. I'm a comedian and a producer in Los Angeles, and I'm also joined by my co-producer, second mic, co-host, comedian, impressionist extraordinaire, Scott Ibarra. I'm also joined by my third mic, our sound engineer, our Wikipedia engineer, our IMDb czar, our inflation master, our gross gargantuan, Tom Cocking. Boys, we're here for the 1987 smash hit, The Running Man.
Yes.
Wasn't that much of a smash. To this weekend's premiere of the new Edgar Wright, Glenn Powell joint, the 2025 Running Man. We'll save that for a later date, but today we're doing the 87 hit, the TriStar. Boom, it's TriStar Pictures, the 1987 Steven D'Souza penned a script, The Running Man. Yep. If you're trying to watch it with us, follow along. We're on all of the platforms, wherever you get your podcasts. It's just The Buddy Cop Podcast, Spotify, Apple, iTunes, wherever you get them, iHeart. Thank you so much for supporting us. But the real meat's over on YouTube. If you're watching us, thank you so much for joining us. Rate, review, subscribe. Running Man, The Running Man, The Running Man.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that it was The Running Man. I always thought it was Running Man. No, the new one's The Running Man too.
Oh, yeah.
I always just thought this was called Running Man. There was so much on this. This is a tough one to unpack, but we'll get to it. We're going to get to everything. The Buddy Cop Podcast at gmail.com. If you want to get in up on the email, mailbag, let us know any questions, any movies you want to see. Where I saw this one going, it went different. Hadn't seen this one in a long time. It's on Paramount Plus if you want to stream it. Let's get into it right away. Had a blast with it. Tom, sneaky had a blast with it. Scott, classic in a vest. Just got back from a mountain summit for a G2 sector convention. Not his favorite film. Not his favorite flick.
No.
Seems to be a recurring theme on the Buddy Cop Podcast.
We're on like a new thing where Scott hates it and we love it.
I know. I have to hate it if you love it.
Okay, let's start there. Okay.
Gotta tell you,
it's
not a fan.
It's 2 versus 1 right now. Okay, so
2v1.
Where do you want to start here? Where was it lack? Because I think this is a good way to start. Because a lot of times we come into the podcast and there's fun facts, there's all this behind the scenes stuff. But with this one, I went into it with a new approach. I didn't do any research. I just watched the film. Felt it, felt the themes, wanted to talk about that more on this one. You're coming in with fun facts. Tom's coming in more wanting to talk about the movie. So let's start with you.
Yeah.
Where does The Running Man just lack a little bit? Let's get started right there. Where are your qualms here?
Well, first of all, Arnold is a terrible actor in this.
What?
Oh.
What do you do? What do you mean?
God.
What do you mean?
Yeah. No, just...
Was that pretty? Was that
What do you
mean?
He's not deaf. He's just ostrich.
He sounds like Tommy Wiseau from The Room.
What do you mean? That's all right. I'm sorry.
Okay, Michael, bye.
Sorry, they can't hear it. I thought his lines were written terribly.
You're terrible. We're 2 minutes in and you're terrible.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, comment on how shitty Scott is as a person for saying that comment.
Oh,
No, it was
super shitty.
It was good, but it was bad, but it was good.
Oh, yeah. Anybody who knows me, I'm an outlier.
Yeah.
And they won't hear.
Oh, I parked in a handicap space.
Okay, Patagonia Phil. Where does The Running Man beside so you're really gonna stand with that's what took you out of this?
Well, yeah,
we've been doing this for how many years?
Immediately, here's the thing: is that usually writers, directors, they know how to write or direct Arnold, right? They give him perfect lines, they make him funny, they make him kind of a little extra macho. I think this just kind of didn't land for me. I also think it's because they had so much turmoil. They switched directors like 8 times, and so I could see how that can rush a film and make things shitty. So I will give it a little leeway. Still was fun. I mean,
okay, so you you didn't have it wasn't Air Force One for you where it was just dog shit, I'm leaving.
This was always coming up. It was one of my, favorite Arnie films. Like, I always loved it. Just
when you say coming up, you mean like back
as a kid,
kind of coming up.
Yeah, when it came up. But now, like, revisiting it, I didn't really.
And it was his acting, or
it was the whole writing, acting, the feel of it, and I feel like the whole third act.
Yeah, give me a moment. Was there a moment for you where it changed, where I'm having fun? This
when
is
he
great.
joins the resistance at the end, I thought was just really. I was like, what's happening? This is dumb. It would be different if they kind of worked it a little bit, but it seemed like, oh, now he's part of the resistance. He's shooting people from the hip. It was
a lot of hip shots.
Wait, so 2/3 was good, and then the last
I
third
thought
was rough.
I thought the middle part was good when he's running away and they catch him and they find his friends and everything. Good build. And then I loved the chases, the what do they call them? The stalkers.
Yeah,
that was great.
Yeah, stalkers.
But once he gets out and he meets up with Mick Fleetwood and starts doing that,
Yeah.
I thought it was just rushed.
So you had a moment, like a specific moment
where I
in
was
the
like,
movie.
oh, this is dumb.
That's fair. I can get, if you're coming into the pod being like, nah, on the whole, I would be like, really? Okay.
Yeah. No,
that I can get behind of, yeah, had a good time. I'm popping, I'm weaving, I'm bobbing, I'm weaving, but then just kept it from being one of those Arnolds that I take home.
It wasn't Air Force One.
But it wasn't Total Recall for you. You loved
it. Total Recall was great.
Okay. Yeah. So
this was not great.
All right, so where do you throw them some brownie points? Where do you give them is there themes that you like in the movie?
I think I would give it for the themes. I would give it for the big bad. The game show guy was great.
The game show guy.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming to the podcast tonight with the game show guy.
What's his name again?
Richard Dawson. Damon Killian. Incredible. Everything about him and his character, his acting, his presence as a person in the world at that time.
You know you're a horrible person if you're a Family Feud host. So.
Okay, let's go through the list here.
Yeah.
Steve Harvey, bad guy.
Yep.
John O'Hurley, Peterman from Seinfeld, horrible guy.
Piece of shit.
Tim Allen's sidekick, Al Borland on terrible guy. Okay, it feels like your facts are straight here.
Yeah,
welcome into the Straight Facts podcast, where Scott's done a ton of research.
They all have a sheet as long as my arm.
So, I love how you came in and chose violence against Family Feud hosts for tonight's pod. It's always something with you.
If there's anything I do my research on, it's game show hosts.
Well, you just got done firing so many unpaid interns at the startup that you are financing proper, right? Like you're in your third sector on your fourth quarter before the Dow. And
at least I was working and not stealing jumpsuits off the back of a truck.
I'm auditioning to be a stalker essentially at this point. If I get 3 more confirmed kills, I'm going to have that granny wet in her fucking pants in the studio and she's going to be voting for me.
No, you look like you're teaching quadriplegics how to jog.
That's fair. Right. That's fair. But on a nice beach. On a night, not like a Venice beach. This is like a Will Rogers level
you
beach.
throw him in the water. You're a nice guy.
Yeah, that's great. I do want to comment on how you are Resistance
Richards, am Resistance Arnold.
And I am contestant Richards.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. You want him to die.
Yeah. No, I'm getting votes, bro. I'm changing the course of television right now by taking out all the stalkers. That's what I thought was a really cool part. This is let's go to it here. You know where you had your I'm out moment was when he's with the Resistance, which spoiler alert, I didn't love either.
Yeah.
But where the movie kicked into overdrive for me is when Dawson's doing his he's passing the board game. He's given the gifts to the first 2 contestants. Then the third contestant flips the fucking script and is like, I'm voting for Ben Richards. Go get him, Richards. He's a mean motherfucker.
That was great.
That's when the movie, I just go, fuck yes. And then it starts showing everybody out and like, I love how their sports book, like the Las Vegas sports book, is just some shit West Virginia coal mine with a big screen TV.
It was pretty great.
And they're all like in shock. Nobody knows how to react. And I know that that's exactly how it would be, where you just go, wait, a football player just killed another football player? Yeah! Like it felt so real. Like I would feel, I felt in that moment that this movie was like bigger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where I'm like, oh, it's fun. They're doing the WWF style introduction, Sub-Zero, like love the pageantry. And then it literally does flip it on you and just go, what would you think? Who are you going to root for?
Well, like when he grabs the camera and he's like, no, because I'm going to reach in your stomach and pull out your goddamn spine. I use that line my whole life to people.
And Scott, he
did
breaks.
It scare anyone?
He breaks.
Did it scare anybody? When you said that? Or they say, what the fuck, man?
It will soon. It will soon.
He breaks one camera.
Yeah.
Entire system goes down.
Yep.
Like it's a feed between just the 2 of them, because he goes, this isn't being broadcast out to the whole world. This is between you and me, cutie pie.
Yeah.
And then he goes, and he breaks it, and then the whole grid goes down.
Yep.
Nothing can be broadcast. It's like somebody unplugged the Ethernet cable at Apple. Everything goes down. He takes out that camera. So that moment was awesome for me. Was there a moment in the movie for you where you just go, oh, this kind of elevated past, I mean, like traditional Arnold fodder?
No, I just thought it was like, he just had some like lines where I'm like, he can't be a good actor, but he can say funny shit out
He
loud.
didn't get to, like, this is where I'm going to defend him. I think you make a great point. His performance in this isn't his best. I'm going to place more blame on Steven D'Souza. He's young at this time.
Yeah.
Arnold doesn't have a line in the script that isn't, now he's a plain zero. Like, he didn't get any actual moving forward dialogue. It was all, I just shot someone, or I'm about to shoot someone, or I'm reacting to something.
Because D'Souza wrote the script, but the director they ended up with was Starsky from Starsky and Hutch.
How many directors are on the film?
4.
And so how long did each guy get? Were they working with Arnold? Did Arnold get any of them fired?
One guy
what was the dynamic?
One guy got like, I think, a couple months. The other guys got like 7 to 10 days. And then they ended up with Glazer or whatever.
Were they writing on it too?
I think one of the guys was scripting it. It was the guy who went on to write Under Siege.
And my opinion is, I don't notice.
Or to direct Under Siege.
I don't notice, there might be some chaos behind the scenes until that final 15 minutes.
I was watching like, this is coming apart at the end.
End.
But
the very end. The last 13 minutes.
Even the first
minute doesn't make sense.
When he's in the helicopter.
I wrote it down.
Everybody else is a good actor.
Does not make sense.
But he is absolutely ridiculous. Like, and there are innocent people down there. I will not do that.
And he looked 100.
The hell was you? Like, he
looked 100 and everybody else looked normal.
Yeah.
And it didn't make sense because they never go back to it of, did Richard Dawson set that whole thing up?
They threw the film together, and I'll tell you, like, it's a fun fact. That first scene on the helicopter, they actually used stock footage. The helicopter footage is from King Kong 1976 with
I almost said
with
that.
Jeff Bridges.
Do you want to know?
Sorry, did I take your fun fact? Sorry.
No, I was joking. I didn't know that was from.
One other repurpose I noticed.
Yeah, they repurposed a lot.
When they do the trailer for the past Running Man, it's all the footage from that day with Arnold and the black guy and the guy in the glasses. And I'm like, that hasn't happened yet. And I only know that because I've seen the movie.
It feels like there were people in the film trying to sabotage it.
Why, though?
I don't know, but it felt funny.
Because it's coming from source material.
If you watch the credits when Richard Dawson is there yelling at the people in the backstage on the TV and they're running the credits for the show.
Sure.
There's jokes on there. Look close.
Really?
Yeah,
the jokes,
I didn't
like,
see that.
Did you catch it?
What were they?
It's like the cast. It was like the cast. It was just first names. It's like Bob, Joe, whatever. And then it was like color design done by
so the behind the scenes
primary colors and
the behind the scenes people were like, yo, we're gonna go out and mess with this shit. Okay.
It was like the Disney people putting dicks on the front of Aladdin.
yeah. Where it's like Lion King, he's like smoking a joint.
Yeah, the crew is not happy for this.
They at the end of the movie, I got confused, and this is where I kind of feed into where you're talking about too many cooks in the kitchen.
Too many cooks.
They cut to Arnold and Maria Conchita La Clemente.
Jesus.
They go to the top.
Beautifully said.
Maria Conchita Alonso.
Maria Conchita Alonso.
Also known as Mi Esposa.
Mi Esposa.
That's yours.
That's not what he said. That's not what he said.
That's not what he said. What he said doesn't make any sense.
They go in, they get to a door, and it's like, oh, it's Sector 4. They're about to fight Jesse Ventura.
Yeah.
And no, it's Mick Fleetwood in a pound of prosthetics and a weird accent and a leather jacket, and I just go, okay.
Yeah.
What's next? And
Who's
then
friends with Mick Fleetwood on this film?
And then it cuts to Maria Conchita Alonso and Arnold in the pit fighting with Jesse, and they get killed. So I'm like, wait, they're not there. Then they cut to them talking, and then after that, they cut to the deep fake.
Yeah.
They allude to the deep fake earlier, but I was like, wait, I thought they were good.
It's supposed to throw you off.
Yeah, it was choppy.
It's supposed to throw you off because they put the line like, oh, we'll fix it in post type thing. And then it shows the scene. You're like, oh my God, Arnold died. And then they quickly show like, no.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're not there.
But it did more confusing to me than it did.
Like I'm saying, it did not flow quite right.
They had the ending where they're like, we're going to take Richard out. We're going to take him out in the thing. That ending's great, but the lead up to it made no sense. Like, why did the cops or the ICS agents just start coming out and shooting at people? That's where it just was like, are they...
The shooting part was like, okay, now we're all shooting. It was weird.
And then it's like Richard stayed in the room and then his testosterone buddy doesn't fight back because he was making fun of him the whole time. But then I felt like that left a little bit.
Irvin von Schleichen.
Yeah, it just left a little. Like we didn't get a fight.
What's that guy's name? He's in all of Arnold's films. He's in Predator, everything. His name sounds like cheese or something.
He's basically just Timu Arnold. He's basically just like TJ Maxx Arnold.
He is TJ Maxx Arnold.
Where it's like his
name does sound like it sounds like Jarlsberg von Schleichen.
I would have liked Arnold and him to fight.
Kraft von Schleichen.
It's gonna take him a second. Arnold and him should have fought.
Yeah,
and then I would.
That'd be
like where do you land on Jesse bailing on it actually being not a good guy, but like I'm not doing I'm not doing this. I've got 7 parakeets at home. This isn't honor. This isn't fighting.
When we were young, we would do it with our bare hands. That's how we killed people back in the day. I don't need any of this shit if I'm gonna fucking kill them. All right? Yeah.
Shit, so Mick Fleetwood from Fleetwood Mac is what you're saying.
Yes.
What
Fleetwood.
the fuck?
Just like Scott said, who's his friend?
And also the guy in the beret, the young guy, Dweezil Zappa. Frank Zappa's son.
Ooh, I don't
Jakes, you owe me a beer.
I don't know what any of that means. I don't know who any of those people
Frank
are.
Zappa, hot dog sandwich?
Nope.
Oh.
How about
70s artist?
How about Richard Dawson's makeup guy always being in the way?
Always in the way.
Even at the end of the movie when Jesse does
touch up the eyebrows, god damn it.
Jesse does his big speech on honor and back in the day.
Yeah.
And then he turns around and he's standing directly in front of him. I'm like, bro, you are going to get killed by these guys.
Oh my God. And Jesse Ventura is a big dude. He's way bigger than Arnold. So they made sure to not, in any of the movies that isn't Predator and this one, they didn't put them close to each other. The fight scene, they did mess up and throw some shots that are kind of like shooting up, and you see the size difference.
Yes.
Jesse Ventura is a big dude.
How about...
When I was a Navy SEAL.
I was a Navy SEAL.
Sven Olthorsen.
What?
Sven Olthorsen.
Sven Olthorsen.
Sven Olthorsen. Yeah. Sounds like a microphone you attach to your camera.
Sven Olthorsen.
Sven Olthorsen?
Yeah.
I feel like I pulled that in high school.
Ooh, good call.
Yeah.
You pulled your Fennel Thorson. Oh, you were out 2 to 6 weeks.
I know. I had to get it cut out. You don't need it.
How did you feel when the opening to this movie starts with unrest in Bakersfield?
I love that it's the butcher of Bakersfield. I was like, what is he chopping down corn or something?
Hey, Scott, I'm not kidding. I've been there. We could use a butcher of Bakersfield.
We could use a lot of butchering.
Of all the places to have a 1,500 person gathering of people looking for food, Bakersfield, California, ladies and gentlemen, nuke it. Yeah. I'm actually on the side of the government.
It should have just showed the chopper just mowing down Dairy Queens and Baker Brothers and all that shit.
And I don't want to be mean. That place is the butthole.
It might be the worst city in America.
Of the world.
It might be the worst.
That is a bold statement.
The universe.
Anybody from Bakersfield? Guess what? Butthole of the world.
Hey, we're going to be in Bakersfield December 13th and 14th at the Bakersfield Butthole. We're going to be doing 2 shows, 7 and 9 p.m.
Bakersfield Butthole Comedy. Yes. Bring you and your trailer and your IROC Z28.
We are presented by Meth. Want to have the blue kind? They don't have it in Bakersfield. How about the Wilshire?
They can't afford meth there.
Wilshire Detention Center.
Wilshire, I love that. They're just making up names.
I'm over at the Sepulveda Pass here, and we've got our Sepulveda Johnson's dead. What do we do?
Yeah, we're over at the Tar Pits Target over here.
We got La Cienega Lenny up on a building trying to jump again. If you can send anybody over here, send them on like a Boulevard's a zoo.
Yeah, we're training over at the Sherman Oaks Shotgun Range here.
It was like, we got to make LA dystopian as humanly possible.
So
it's
dystopian.
2017 in America. The economy's collapsed.
The Santa Monica shithole slums.
The sun never comes out. 3rd Street Promenade is for essays.
Yeah, it's just a horrible jail called the Hollywood Hell Hatch.
They all are incarcerated at the Grove. Yes. Mario Lopez is the warden.
The Man Chinese Theater is
Lopez is the warden.
Shut up. What were you going to say about the Chinese Theater?
The Man Chinese Theater, like, that's the furnace where they burn convicts.
No, that's a Rampart Division.
The Rampart, yeah.
Every LA movie has a Rampart Division.
I remember
Wilshire Detention Center.
Wilshire Detention.
And that's all it says. Yeah. And then...
That's the Tar Pits.
You know what's funny?
It's the Tar Pits.
They escape.
Yeah.
Right? You know where they escape to? Los Angeles.
Oh,
it literally goes. They escape from the Wilshire Detention Center, which I want to unpack that. I want to unpack that next.
Yeah,
they escape from the Wilshire Detention Center. Yeah, right, and then they're walking.
Yeah,
like they got their hats on and they go meet that other little guy that like gets them set up, and they see the first promo video, and it says "Lost." They are in. They're just still where they are.
Yeah. Was it Los with an LAS?
No, it was LOS, Los Angeles. And it was just like, oh, okay, so they're still in it.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't an escape. You know what? Like they got out of the prison and then it did. I thought it was going to say 2 weeks later in a secluded remote area quadrant 4 of Running Man City. No, just Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Yeah, we're just
They're
in
like,
LA.
fuck, you guys know where we're at. Fuck it. Wilshire Detention Center.
No, we got to talk about that. That was very cool. I don't remember that from watching this as a kid. When you watch this movie as a kid, you remember Buzzsaw, you remember Sub-Zero, and you remember Jim Brown.
Yeah.
You and Dynamo. You absolutely remember that. But I don't remember the neck collar that blows your head up.
Chico.
Holy shit,
Poor
that was
Chico.
great and dark.
Yeah.
I had not a hot take, but like a sizzly kind of back burner. You're like boiling water, but you're not in a hurry take. This might be Arnold's darkest movie. Can you go with me
What's
on this?
darker?
Hold on.
Like,
Let's get this for the clip. Is the Running Man Arnold Schwarzenegger's darkest movie?
It's a bold statement.
Like a head gets exploded.
Head gets exploded.
A ball, his Buzzsaw's balls
Get
to
sliced.
the point where he goes. "Ah!"
Yeah.
Dynamo does SA
Dynamo does SA.
twice.
Ew.
Attempted SA twice.
Yeah.
I mean, Jim Brown gets exploded. I mean, he's my favorite NFL running back ever. Gets
Yeah.
exploded in a locker room with corpses.
Professor Tanaka gets his head sliced off with barbed wire.
Oh yes.
So that's
And
more dark.
And
All right. What else is
and the show host kisses an old lady.
Shohei?
Show
Oh, the
host.
show host. I thought we were on
Killian.
Dodgers. Okay. Yeah. No. Damon Killian
Yeah.
talks about tonguing a grandma on set.
Yeah.
This dark movie. Can we think of like obviously Predator has some squibs.
Yeah.
Some June squibs all over the jungle.
Yeah.
Bro.
We're squibbing.
Jingle all the
Oh,
fucking
I
way.
knew he would
That's
come in
the
with
darkest
Jingle.
film.
The darkest shit I've
Yeah,
ever
do you
seen.
have one?
I mean, there might be.
Eraser, I think is
Eraser isn't as dark as
It-
this.
No.
Eraser's dark
what's the
though.
clone one?
No.
The Sixth Day, not as
Day.
dark. You're going newer.
Raw Deal was
No, I'm
pretty
thinking
dark.
about his darkest
Okay.
movies
Raw
ever
Deal was
done.
pretty dark.
I just don't remember a head exploding in Raw
No,
Deal.
yeah, it was a head.
Like
End
that
of-
was juicy.
was kinda
End
fun,
of
though.
Days. This is new.
Yeah, End of Days. Yeah, you're going with the new
End
shit.
is yeah.
Yeah, but that's like a devil movie.
Yeah, stop bringing up 90s. Stop bringing up new
Sorry,
shit. I
Terminator.
love though when they escape whatever and Arnold's in the dopest World Gym sweatshirt
Oh yeah, it was
I was like,
such an honor to
promoting.
Gold's.
No,
Yeah.
it's World Gym. So
But
there's
wasn't
Gold's
it-
Gym? No, it's World Gym.
But he's
Had to be.
Gold's.
Well,
I know, but
no.
It was a World's Gym shirt. I'm saying, was that an homage to Gold?
No, it's an homage to World Gym. Because,
was the thing.
Yes, World Gym was the new Gold's Gym. So in the 80s and early 90s,
so it
World
was the
Gym
thing.
was the cool, big Equinox like gym for bodybuilders. So he was promoting that,
It was a step up from Gold.
and once again, he had to fit a stogie in there.
Oh, he had a stogie in the whole time.
I told Sean, I'm like, him in the construction hat with the suspenders with the World's Gym. I'm
Good
like,
look.
Motherfucker's looking good.
Delish.
That could be a
looks good.
spin-off, Working Man
He's
2.
a hot man on the
Yeah,
run,
like,
and
who's
he
that
needs.
boy?
Yeah,
Stop it.
I love how when he finds Maria Conchita Alonso in his brother's apartment or whatever, and she just has that nice, sexy Bowflex in her living room.
Yeah.
Was
He
that what that
lives-
was?
It was a Bowflex.
It looked
yeah.
like a fuck
I
machine.
thought it was a Pilates machine.
I thought it was like, hey, oh, this is how I open up for the guys.
Well, that's what a Bowflex is. That's why
Right.
they got. That's why they kind of went out of style because they realized, oh, they don't
It's
do
just
anything for
opening
you.
up
They just
sex.
They're just good for fuck.
It's like every part of it is just I want to fuck.
Yeah. So
Both fucks.
yeah. So Bowflexes don't exist anymore. Only in the dungeons of producers.
or at Hampton Inns in Toledo,
Only
Ohio.
in German dungeon porn will you see a Bowflex.
Oh, you know Joel Silver had 7 Bowflex in his Hollywood Hills mansion.
Bowfly. Bowfly.
Bowfly, multiple Bowflexes.
So he
It's a
had.
Bowfly.
So he had. You know how you put chalk on your hands like
Yeah.
the gymnast,
Like
That's
LeBron.
all. Cocaine.
Yeah.
And then a Bowflex. Cocaine and a Bowflex. Yeah.
I was almost
Working out.
I thought they were gonna have Arnold working out. Like I
the
just
run.
thought there was gonna be a cheat shot where she's
Yeah.
like in the kitchen like making like basically Total Recall just making shakes and he's like, yeah, anytime you can get a workout. I was in the prison for 7 years.
She's like, why should I? And he's like, because I'm going to say please. And he
and I
whips it out of
like
the ground.
money.
And I wear tank tops in every movie I've been in. Do you like
You know,
Bane?
it's like photos of like Glenn Powell teamed up.
Fleetwood
with him
Mac
just to
and
figure
freaking
out.
Zappa.
The smart house was cool when she walks in and she's like, make coffee, lights, microwave. Like,
Yeah.
and those are those things that they nail.
well,
they
that's what
nailed
I'm
all
saying
that.
is the
But they
Running
gotta
Man.
write in general,
Yep.
right?
The Running
Or-
Man
yeah.
actual novel takes place this year, 2025. So they're actually nailing it because it's what's it? Not Siri, but
Syria?
Alexa.
Oh, Alexa.
So it's like Alexa, right? She's turning on the lights. So it's just, it was more cheesy back then, but now, I mean, they nailed it with all that stuff.
No, they nailed it. Turn on the lights, make my coffee, start my Bowflex. I want to fuck.
I love the terms they used too. He said like, what did he say? It was just a bunch of low foreheads.
Yeah, low foreheads.
What does that mean? What does low
Like,
foreheads mean?
A lot of hair?
A lot of.
We looked that up. We look up what low
I want to
foreheads
say
mean.
Low foreheads.
Yeah, low foreheads.
Like a good diss,
no, I want to see.
Like,
I want to see it. I want to say that it means like you're too young.
Oh, that could be a good call.
Like you don't have a receding hairline. You got low forehead, so you're like inexperienced.
They nail
low foreheads.
They nail all the stuff, and I also thought of the show that they tease. They tease a show called Climbing for Dollars.
Dude, that was horrible with the Doberman that rips the guy apart.
Is that not Fear Factor? I mean, on a lower scale, like that's the kind of shit that I'm like,
Sean, this show, and I'll get into it, but this movie is basically a slight exaggeration
of our current state.
Of where reality television will and can go. And if you look at other countries, like China has had some pretty messed up game shows in the past.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you know.
That's why SNL did those sketches
Put him
with
in a
Mike
lobster.
Meyer.
Put him in a lobster pit until he screams. You'll get $1,000. Like it's pretty bad.
So Fear Factor's coming back literally this year. Johnny Knoxville's hosting. This to me is a Fear Factor.
Johnny Knoxville's hosting?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I thought
it kind of makes sense.
I thought it'd be like one of Rogan's friends or something.
I don't think he's
foreheads
involved.
Means the hairline's not receding, so it means young.
Young. Boom. Great call. Boom. Huge. Absolute stud muffin.
I love that the whole thing takes place at Sony Studios.
The entire thing?
That's the inside of Sony Studios. I'm like, where are the people on laptops?
So they CGI'd that like 6-story
huge tower, but it's in front of Sony.
Where did they film like LA Convention Center for the interiors when Dawson?
Sony.
Even the interiors?
When you enter in, it's like big windows and it looks like the convention center.
It looks a lot like the convention center. Yeah. And I said that, I go, that's Sony. Yeah. I go, is that the San Angeles Police Department from Demolition Man? It sure looks like it.
I mean, this isn't in for anybody who lives in LA. Everybody else is like,
no, people like this shit. They like where stuff's filmed. That is Sony Studios lobby.
Oh, whoever's listening is going to go do a tour when they come.
The entire like their entire like quadrants.
Yeah.
Like, was that all like what? Like,
it was
what
all.
set was that on?
It was all Sony Studios.
I loved the
everything that they shot that was like inside a building, like the office and whatever for the game show was all Sony Studios.
I loved it. I loved the sets. I loved
now it's a WeWork. Now it's a WeWork space, but it was Sony Studios.
I thought that was really well done. All the quadrants and the rooms, and then the room would come down. I thought they did a really good job of. Oh, where is this?
And they really projected. I don't know if you caught it, but Killian. They made him like a Richard Nixon because, of course, we're in a police state. It's kind of a throwback to, you know, kind of like a Law and Order time or whatever. If you notice when he's walking into the building, like when people are like, oh, what are the show? He throws the 2 peace signs up. Yes. And he's like, blah, 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 and he comes in and I'm like, so he's kind of like playing like I'm Richard Nixon as a game show host. Like,
yeah, that's a good call.
I'm cool in front of everybody, but, you know, kill all the
Can I ask
criminals.
you guys this? I want to ask you guys both this. I could be off base here. So it's basically the economy's collapsed, right?
Yeah.
And so I had my first sort of question about the universe of this movie in that moment. He's pulling up in a limo. It looks like a gorgeous building. There's all these wealthy people outside with nice, normal clothes on, waiting to see him and greet him, essentially how every paparazzi is.
Right.
Where do those people live? Where is like the actual still society? That's what
in those tall towers. If you look at take a look at our economy right now in any big city, New York, and especially in LA, if you look downtown, those high-rise towers, those are reserved for the elite and everybody else lives on street level.
Wouldn't they be terrified to go down there and be on the street level?
I'm sure that in those situations, it's all security.
So what you're saying is there is a good place. That's what I'm arguing is like it made it seem as there was nowhere to get food. There's no infrastructure.
In every city, and I'm sure in that city, just like in every city, if there is a high game show, great studio, that's going to be a nice area. The cops are going to lock it down. They're going to kill all the homeless people.
That's
they're gonna
just
mow it down.
what the question was.
Dystopian.
Is there even that?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, cool. So people can go to
dystopian
grocery
societies don't societies don't exist without super, super elite rich people.
Okay, good call.
And
Good one.
Was
Good
it
TED Talk.
post-apocalyptic? That's what I was like.
Well,
Exactly.
but
it wasn't
they sure as shit made it look like that.
Post-apocalyptic means there was a war and everything's destroyed.
Yeah.
Dystopian means that basically a police state is taken over, that the ultra rich and ultra powerful now have merged, so where it's basically, it's a policed state.
So like next week for us.
So there's slums, there's everybody on the street level slums who are fighting for food, and then there's the haves. And that's what a dystopian thing is, and usually it's ruled by a dictator. That's what dystopian. Post-apocalyptic means it's basically free for all.
Well,
Everybody's just trying to survive.
you answered that really well, and I appreciate that. I have a follow-up for you guys. I want both of your takes on this, because I thought this was the perfect amount of time to lead into the movie. I clocked it at 29 minutes. We get to the Running Man.
Yeah.
And I think of all of the 80s, all of the 90s movies that we've done, outside of the big hits, the obvious, the Speeds, the Die Hards, the Lethal Weapons, this movie gets to the movie the best.
It gets in pretty quick.
It gets us to the Running Man, and where I'm like, oh, this is lit as fuck. Like, people are like it. Honestly, as a comedian and producer of shows, you get into a live studio space, the energy goes up, and it just hooked the fuck out of me. The WWF, and I clocked it. I go, I think on some of the other movies, I'm like, it's 40 minutes before we get to the juice. Like Air Force One was a big one for me on that.
Yeah.
Predator was not.
Yeah.
But like some of the movies we've done recently, I'm like, it's kind of dragging, like that 80s drag.
Yeah.
This didn't have that for me. This movie, to me, pacing wise,
it picks
was
up pretty quick.
Awesome.
Yeah.
There was not a wasted scene until that Resistance stuff with
Yeah.
Mick Fleetwood.
Well, and
How do you feel about a 30-minute, that's the sweet spot?
well, I think that what you're saying, I think it worked because look at when this was made. It was the year of Arnie, 1987. So
Predator.
it's the mid 80s,
Yep.
Reagan, everything. So this movie is basically an exaggeration of everything in the 80s. It's WWF, big wrestlers, big personalities, police state, war on crime, 1984. It was all that. So they just basically took everything that was going on in the 80s and exaggerated it, not knowing that in 2025 we'd be like, wow, we're seeing some of that now.
Holy shit, it's
that's
happening.
crazy. But yeah, I was surprised by that. But I also enjoyed that it was kind of like 6 degrees of separation from like everybody in Predator too.
Yeah.
Maria Conchita Alonso is in Predator 2. Jesse Ventura is in Predator 1. Arnold's in Predator 1, of course. Who else? Jarlsberg von Cheddarface, whatever his name is. He's in Predator 1.
Also, Weiss looks a lot like Shane Black with the glasses.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, very much.
I mean,
That was a character. Weiss was one of those characters where I'm
Yeah.
like, could have maybe been fleshed out a little bit more.
Could have been. Yeah, he kind of was thrown in. Computer guy.
He was smart, but the bravest of them, and had the weakest. Like Dynamo just electrocutes him, and she goes, "He's dead."
Yeah,
you
he
don't
was
even
kinda-
like get to.
No, you're like, was he like?
we
he was
don't even get a pulse check on Weiss.
He was a favor. He
Like
was
a
like thrown in.
Close the eyes on Weiss.
I know nothing.
I don't get. We don't even.
Weiss
it's just,
gets no eyes closed.
and it was just such a, and like, also his other buddy, the black guy, definitely didn't need to take that chainsaw to the neck that he took. Just get out of the way. He's like,
the whole time he's like,
Oh, did you-
get up? I'm like, fuck it.
Did you
Bro,
catch also? Sorry, I have to throw these fun things that I caught in when they're in the airport. The flights to Anaconda, Chile.
from LAX.
Yeah.
Is that a place?
No, they just were making.
Why do they do that?
I don't. That's what I'm saying. Someone
dumb
was
people
fucking
that-
around Anaconda, Chile, and then they were naming. I think because in the 80s, a lot of these directors and people were against the apartheid in South Africa, so they're like,
Yeah, I
in
mean, look at Lethal Weapon too.
Yeah, Mandela'sville. They're like, all
Yeah.
flights to Mandela'sville and Tutu
I
Town.
miss that. I usually
heard
catch-
Anaconda, but I was just like,
You guys,
I listened and I was like, what? And then I
didn't
like
catch
looked it up.
that.
I was like, oh shit, this is direct.
the airport scene actually, I'm not
They're
kidding.
fucking with you.
The airport scene actually made me think that Arnold was doing Weekend at Bernie's. The outfit.
like,
the
why
hat.
would you? How would you not be caught wearing that fucking outfit?
Like,
of all the outfits to wear, that's the most
Arnold in
catchable.
airport scenes is hilarious. I was waiting for him to be like 2 weeks.
I thought he was going to jump into the marsh again.
Just can't wait to get there. It's a fun time. We hear the weather's nice.
With his
Arnold,
massive
shut up.
Hands on her
Shut-
neck, like she
Dude.
always forgets something.
And the funny thing is, he has his hand on her neck like that.
Yeah.
In the airport, like you do anything, I'll snap your neck like a chicken.
yeah,
He does that in the very end after he kisses her. He pulls her in by the lumbar And then he walks out with his hand on her neck. I'm like, is that supposed to be funny?
Well, how about the interaction they had?
1987.
How
Jesus.
about the interaction they had when she had the hard drive to the raw footage and he goes, "Well, you've been keeping that."
Yeah, it was really nasty.
There were two of those jokes in the movie. There's another joke earlier in the movie.
That's where I'm watching too, and I'm like, all right.
Like keister jokes? Like,
No.
Put it shoved in a hole.
The one,
Did you have that stuffed up your ass? She's like,
put it in your
yes.
There was a moment about 40 minutes in the hallway at Sony before the soundstage where she's with another woman, and that woman goes, "Guy like that, he could just kill you and then rape you, or rape you, then kill you. He'd do whatever he wants.
Either way, he'd do it. I was like, wow.
That's what I mean. It's the darkest fucking Arnold movie I've ever seen.
I mean, I was like, like fuck. Like,
I literally was like,
me,
can we talk about this on the pod?
I feel bad for the women that were acting in those scenes. Like, I have to read this. Oh,
yeah.
God.
And then later
like,
in the
do
movie,
it again.
Do it again. That was perfect. That was fucking great. You're hot. You're sexy. Yeah. Yeah, just put it right up in your vagina. Yeah, just put it in there. Arnold's not gonna know until the end.
Wait, hold on, Joel, hold on. Arnold, make a joke about her ass. She's sticking up her ass. That's really funny.
I didn't know Obama was here.
You're gonna break her neck. You're gonna do a chicken neck thing. Do the chicken thing.
Do the chicken neck.
Right away.
Arnold, do the chicken neck joke.
Again, we haven't talked about the punching scenes.
Well, no, I want to get your take.
Effects.
Or how many times Arnold says "fuck you" in the movie?
Like
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Who did the sound effects for the punches? Because they're phenomenal.
Foley artist.
It's like psh,
just some guy punching a bag of tomatoes.
Oh, I think it was the same team that worked on the Batman 1968 series. Yeah.
Pow.
Boom.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of repurposed footage. I'm sure they're like, use the punches from Gunsmoke.
From Dick Grayson.
Dick Grayson.
I want to get your take on what we were talking about earlier. 30 minutes, the movie kind of starts. Not necessarily the movie, but the what we're sold on the poster, the action, the game show, The Running Man. Did it feel? Yeah, like
it got him in there and like it's launched him. Like that's what I liked is that the only thing I didn't like is that no one fought hard. Like Arnold wasn't like get the fuck get the fuck off
he kind
me.
of just accepted.
He was
it.
just like going, but I did like that it just
fuck you.
Like because I kept waiting like okay when's the running game? Like, when's the running man?
Fuck you.
Start? And then instead they were just like boom like shot him off.
Yeah.
And so like I did like the quick. You're going into it.
Yeah.
But.
That friggin' slide thing was insane. They're going like 100 miles.
They're gonna die immediately.
Oh
like,
yeah, for sure.
I thought it was gonna spin out. And
dude, they like crashed in that thing 0 to like 60 to 0. Boom, and then guys
like
just rip them out.
People, like,
it's
on
a
motorcycles.
orange construction fence that I use for home run derbies.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
It's hey, the little league tents here. You crash into
and
it,
then
you're
you
fine.
have some gay bikers rip you out and be like, run.
It's literally a WeHo Abbey brunch that picks you up out and takes you across Santa Monica Boulevard into another part.
Abbey brunch.
No, it's all like Wild Hogs cosplay.
If you're gonna be ripped out of a bobsled, it might as well be a WeHo Abbey brunch.
I just WeHo bobsled against my will into this death trap. Can I get some avocado toast?
Cool runnings.
I thought that was a pretty good one.
All right,
okay,
that's great.
Here's a take that I have. If I'm actually a consumer of ICS, I live in LA in 2017 in this universe, and I'm watching The Running Man.
Yeah.
It's the lead into the program is 15 minutes of jazzercise strippers fully clothed. Mm-hmm. Get to The Running Man.
But you know why they put that in?
The lead in on that is 10 minutes of just dancing aerobics.
So good.
No
Tummies,
skin. No skin, though. And she goes up and dances on Arnold. He's in here for killing 1 million people in Bakersfield and your crotch on his...
They're
like, right.
60 technically.
Do you know who choreographed it? You get one guess.
Paul Abdul.
Paul Abdul.
Yep.
Fuck, I was actually just joking about that.
Because you just...
No. She
that's her
you knew she had
Action
to.
Jackson, Running Man.
I was gonna say her or Janet Jackson.
Yeah.
Only two I could think of in that time.
She was tearing it up. And then she, did that video with MC Scat Cat, and then it went all downhill from there. How do you like it? They had the same guy from Wayne's World.
He was great.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to get shot.
Character.
I thought he was going to get shot at the end by all
For
the
anybody listening, is the tall guy who is Rob
works for the
Lowe's side-
station. Yeah, works for the station, but doesn't really want to. Wants to help Wayne and Garth.
He's great. Played the same character.
Wait, nothing like that. Hey, guy.
No, it's the tall guy who's always in a control room, like yelling at somebody.
He's like the
the
sidekick of
Rob Lowe.
Like,
Yeah.
sweaty. Yeah.
Yeah. And I love how
Mr. Big,
Arnold gets a theatrical agent who's like,
oh, that was good. I said that to Anna.
Stabs him with the pen.
And he runs away.
He's like, He's like, make sure to send me a copy. He's like,
I'm your court-appointed theatrical agent. Hey, Department of Justice, I'd love a theatrical agent. So if you could court-appoint that to me right now.
I think that was a dig at like public defenders. So like,
100%.
we're your court-appointed theatrical agent.
And that we don't do lawyers anymore. It's all agents.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's like, we don't even deal with lawyers.
No.
It's agents.
You don't get a lawyer. What you get is an agent who's basically gonna make you look good. And that's
How about when they send Maria Conchita Alonso down into the shit?
You did great with that.
Thank you. They throw her down into the shit.
Yeah.
They send her to San Clemente, right? And and she
Boulevard.
The voiceover is like trying to make everybody in the audience hate her, and they're like, she's had 2 to 3 sexual partners in the last year.
I know, God, and I think they throw something about she's had 4 abortions. The crowd's like, oh, kill her. She's like, that cannot be right.
This woman looked at a man the other day. She deserves to die.
She wears skirts above the knees. All ankles.
Maria Conchita Alonso convicted of 2 to 3 sexual partners in 2027.
She went to second base 1 time last year.
She had a purse full of lambskin condoms.
Cause she's allergic to latex in 2017 in Los Angeles.
They couldn't find anything. They're like, she only prays once a day.
Her Bowflex isn't under the quality warranty.
Her Bible's got dust on it.
Nothing's highlighted on Corinthians. She's a whore. Buzzsaw, where are you at? Dynamo coming for thirds.
We're going to get her essayed by a real man.
By the way, Dynamo, can we talk about him?
We have to talk about Dynamo.
Oh my God. Let's talk about Dynamo.
No, with the opera singing light.
Yeah, what are the choices there?
I think they were like, let's put a couple light brights on his chest and a Trojan helmet.
Oh, I wanted
And
light
how's
brights
he conduct
so
electricity
bad.
by himself?
Just
through
his
the apparatus.
beautiful baritone voice.
Through the apparatus.
Through the
Also,
apparatus,
like,
yeah.
He wasn't bad enough to like want to die for the Running Man, but he was bad enough to want to do the only one to do essays.
Oh, he was so gross.
So it's just like, and
I feel bad because he died.
And he's in his tidy whities when he died.
Was he not?
No, he died right after. The real actor died right after.
Well, sorry about that.
We are presented by real life death.
Why do you think? So when Arnold's going up the rock hill, he goes after.
He drives him,
and he thinks he
drives.
He thinks he can make it.
That,
and then he just can't make it because he's
and his head should have
gravity and shit.
Neck should have broken.
And he just rolls down.
Well, judging by his build, I probably could have said that in a rock climber dune buggy, he's gonna go down.
Yeah, he'll go down.
I've seen enough YouTube videos to see what happened. Because what? Because I hate what, Tom?
No, don't do it. I think that is a perfect time to segue into everybody's favorite moment. It is the 1 minute recap.
Oh,
we are going to do our best in 60 seconds to recap The Running Man, the 1987 Steven D'Souza penned kind of hit. We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
It's Running Man. We're going to try for a minute. We're going to recap it quick, rapid fire, rocket energy. The Running Man. We'll start with you. I'm going to set the timer for 60 seconds and go. The Running Man.
Helicopters. Arnold's a cop. Oh my God, there's a bunch of protesters down at a Dairy Queen. Let's mow them all down. Brrr, you're the bad guy. No, you wanted to save them? Doesn't matter. Knock them down, send them to jail.
Wilshire Detention Center. Head explosion necklaces. Mick Fleetwood carrying a beam, maybe a beard, maybe a hard hat. Let's fuck a Bowflex.
Yeah, you know what? We're gonna escape from this compound. Oh, we gotta find a Latin girl that's gonna show us how to get in and out. Maria Conchita Alonso, Bowflex.
She just got back from San Clemente. She's single, does music on the piano, synthesizer, 80s, game show. Richard Dawson tries to tongue kiss a 90-year-old Deb.
Oh no, we're gonna go to the airport with a shitty Hawaiian shirt, but we're not going to Hawaii. That's how we get busted. Get thrown a fishnet on us, catch Arnold, you're going to the fucking Running Man show.
Doesn't make it to the LAX marsh like he does in every other movie. Gets stuck at Culver City Studios. Oh wait, it's Sony. Fuck, Richard Dawson. Doesn't try to kiss Arnold. Arnold goes into the shit, meets up with his 2 boys. Cuchita Alonso joins the party.
He gets chased. SA by a giant light bright cannonball Kool-Aid man singing opera. No. Oh no, but then we send in another killer. It's Buzzsaw. Buzzsaw gets sawed in half from his dick to his neck. Oh, and then we have Sub-Zero. He's a giant Japanese hockey player. Nobody likes them. Get rid of him.
Buzzsaw's dick is on La Cienega. It's in half. Oh shit, here comes Jim Brown. Oh wait, can't run through a giant hole in the Cleveland Browns line. Blows up next to 3 winners. They're not winners. They're cooked. They're fried.
Ooh, leading rusher? No, leading gusher. Jim Brown is down. Oh, but somehow Arnold gets a video camera, rips it off the thing so nobody can find out where he goes, and he dips in with Fleetwood Mac
10 seconds.
and Frank Zappa. They're gonna be the resistance, break into the show, and kill a bunch of old people.
Jesse Ventura pusses out, but of honor, doesn't want to fight. Deep fake. Who is it? Is it him? Richard Nixon? Parallels. George Orwell. 1984.
Conchita Alonso, resistance. Bobsledding, host, in the tube, you're in the shit, Arnold, kiss, neck.
That hit the spot.
Running Man.
Yeah! Hell yes. 87. Light bright.
Light bright, Buzzsaws, lights, neoprene outfits, bobsledding.
Buzzsaw is an alto, or I never remember. Buzzsaw's now a soprano. What is it when you sing higher?
He was a baritone soprano.
Now he's a soprano.
Dynamo.
No. Buzzsaw's balls are gone.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, soprano.
Soprano. There you go.
I get it. We're
no,
back.
the Sopranos.
We're back.
Cut to black.
Yeah.
Okay.
False to soprano.
That is the 1 minute recap. Thank you. Thank you.
Did we make it?
We were about 10 seconds over.
Oh,
also maybe our worst actual recap, but great recap, if that makes sense.
Kind of want to replay that because it was really good.
I don't actually think I gave any plot points there at all.
Yeah. We sounded, you know what I sounded? I sounded like a Lithuanian guy giving directions.
Essays.
Okay, here's one thing I have not asked both of you guys, and this is one of my favorite on favorite. What was your favorite part? Keep your thought. I'll go to Scott first. What was your favorite part of The Running Man, the 87 version?
Tom, go ahead.
Okay, because Scott actually, I feel like when we go to him on favorite parts, it's... Maybe, too many, do you watch the movie differently than maybe I do, where I just have it?
If I watch it.
What's your favorite part of the movie? I can't even. Have I ever fist fought on the show?
It's my favorite. The taint, like chainsaw up the taint, is fucking
chainsaw taint. Number one, that was good
because it's like you know what's happening, but you don't see it happening. But it's just like
Tom.
I feel like that's your Google search, Tom. Chainsaw taint.
Chainsaw taint.
Chainsaw taint.
I gotta keep
you guys.
It's dark.
That chainsaw fight lasts, I'm gonna say 15 minutes of them looking into each other's eyes. There's 2 shots in the movie where the chainsaw is not moving.
Well, you're either gonna fight or fuck.
The chainsaw is not moving. They're not gonna fuck. Buzzsaw doesn't want to fuck. He's the reigning champ. He's the fucking Eagles.
Buzzsaw want to fuck, and that's all he wants the whole time.
I kind of felt like Jim Brown wanted to fuck. He's in the watch party, shirts open, chicks. Cool.
No, everybody.
He's really locked in.
Everybody wants to fuck.
How cool is the watch party? I wanted to be at the watch party.
Yeah.
Good suits, good hair, good drinks. Jesse's on edge. Honestly, it looked like the Michelob Ultra box at a Chargers game.
It looked like Robert Kraft's sweets.
Yes. Oh God, I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna get this first down.
The question I want to ask you guys is: in this era, would you have watched The Running Man? Like, would you have sat down and watched
in the 80s at that time? Yes, I would have.
Absolutely.
So the
unequivocally,
like you would have been like tuned in. Like,
I would.
Yes, happening.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Considering when I was a little kid, the things that I watched on TV and thought kicked ass, like I probably would have watched it.
Okay, so Taint
but
Saw.
But I think if you're a good person, there would be a point where you'd be like, this doesn't feel right.
I think I'd be like hopping.
If the stalkers were criminals too, it'd be a slam dunk.
Right.
Yeah.
It would just be a slam dunk.
That'd be great if they were criminals.
Yeah.
Just like pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Like,
I used to watch.
Got let go. Which isn't what they said at the end is that he could become a stalker.
Yes.
So maybe they were criminals.
Maybe.
They're like out of prison.
What's your favorite part?
I think my favorite part would be because I always remember it is just when he rips the TV off and he yells into the thing that I'm going to punch you in the stomach and rip out your goddamn spine.
He's dark in this.
That's but that's one of Arnold's like classic lines. So because he always has like stick it out.
He does a lot of look into the camera and then take the camera away.
And I think in the new one with Glenn Powell, they redo that scene.
They do it. Yeah, I think I saw that. I think I saw that. Yeah.
So that means that is a very pivotal scene. That's very fun.
I didn't mention
Plus, this thinks he's like Sub-Zero, more like
Plane Zero. It was one of the worst bits he's ever had.
And I wanted to see Maria Conchita and the black guy be like, that was really good.
Forgot to tell you guys.
Yeah. Less than zero.
Glenn Powell's coming next week for the next podcast.
He's not. That's not true. That's not true.
Glenn Powell's coming for the next podcast?
He texted me earlier. He's coming over here.
He's a fuckhead. I don't think he's that good. He won't stop texting me about fucking getting coffee. I'm done with him.
Okay, into the fun stuff. Budget, Rotten Tomatoes hot take. What do you think the budget for...
We're done with fun facts?
Well,
you had plenty.
I just feel we're getting
Tommy timer over here.
12, 15 minutes left.
Oh, yeah,
so
right, cool.
if you got any more that you want,
I just want to say
said,
something.
Coming into the pocket today, my quarterback reads in watching tape wasn't as funny fact.
Right. Well, I want to say fun. I have a couple fun facts.
Okay.
And some are.
Can I get a ripper?
But the Killian, who's played by...
I love when he goes and I can rip.
Killian, played
Richard
by...
Dawson.
Richard Dawson.
It's pronounced Richard Kisser Dawson.
Kisser Dawson. So he was the game show host for Family Feud.
Actually, Family Fluid is a new show.
Family Fluids?
Whereas see if you're related.
That's really good. You can only catch it online.
Can I get some fluid to see?
Yeah. So he was the host on Family Feud in the late 70s, I think.
Yeah, he was the OG.
And he's a friend of Arnold, so Arnold got him on the show. But apparently...
He got him on Family Feud or on the movie?
On the movie.
Okay.
So how he was known as Richard the Kisser. So he kisses the old lady Richie Kissy.
This is pretty well known.
Yeah. So he kisses the lady on the show, but he also was known for kissing the women on the show.
On the lips over 1 second.
Yes. So this is something that's that's gross.
No, he's in there.
I know. Don't do it. Don't do it.
He has the headphones on so he can hear it.
Yeah.
It's really stop.
Okay, sorry.
Stop. I want to.
No tongue this time, Deb.
Oh my God.
All right, keep going. Sorry, I'm an asshole. I'm a terrible person.
Yes, please. So anyway, stop. I'm going to come. Stop. So Tom, put your beard away. He is in real life. So he did that on the show. They have kind of mimicked that. So if you watched like Chevy Chase, European Vacation, where they're doing the game show in the beginning and the guy goes up and kisses.
Yeah, it's making
Audrey,
fun of Richard.
Whatever. It's basically, he is that guy. A lot of people supposedly have said that how he is in The Running Man is how he is in real life.
Yeah,
like he's a dirty dude in the whole like Epstein era, like him and what's his name?
Chuck Woolery,
Milton Berle, all those guys.
Yeah.
Like they were just the nastiest sleazebags. So anyway, they kind of made fun of it in this movie, and he's making fun of himself because it's like you can get away with it in the 80s. So he was a dirtbag, but he got put on the show because originally they wanted to get Chuck Woolery and some other guys, but they couldn't do it.
Yeah, Chuck would have been good.
And they were going to get what Christopher Reeves was going to be the
really,
yeah, it was going to. And they said if he did it, it would have been a much better and good
drama.
Movie. It would have stuck to the book. It would have been really good.
An action movie. It would not have been an action movie at all.
So they approached Reeves. They approached Swayze. Once again, Swayze would have been great.
I mean, a smaller guy makes more sense.
Yeah, like because he's supposed to be scrawny and like all that. So it's it would have been, I think, a much darker, different movie.
Absolutely.
But I think
imagine William Hurt in this role.
Oh my God,
real drama.
Really? I would have stayed away for at least 5 minutes. Yeah.
Also, the old lady is you don't watch Always Sunny, but it's Charlie Kelly's mom.
Yep.
In Always Sunny,
the first woman, the first old lady, that wins the box. The home video.
Oh, she's also was on Pee Wee's Playhouse.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. She was a great in her.
Yeah, she's a Groundlings person. Yeah, she's great. Yeah, I noticed that. Good call, Tom.
Okay,
so
let's do the budget stuff, the gross, the Rotten Tomatoes, and the hot take. I got a scalding take. But before we get to that fun stuff, what do you think the budget was on this in 1987? Multiple directors, Arnold's attached, action set pieces, Sony Studios, TriStar. What do you think the budget was for this?
40 million.
27.
Oh wow, it's pretty low.
So back then,
For 87 Arnold, I thought it would be higher.
Yeah, maybe closer to like you said. Maybe
I thought it was gonna be a banger because he was just doing Predator too, so it was like he was climbing.
Wait, so 84 was Terminator, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And then
85
Predator
was Commando.
Okay. And then
87
was
Predator.
Raw Deal in there too?
Raw Deal, I want to say was 86 or 87 too, but Raw Deal, Predator, and Running Man were
so
like
he was
within
doing
a year.
A fucking year.
Yeah,
pretty much.
He did. He basically in a 12-month span, he did like 3 movies.
That's amazing.
That's
yeah.
Okay.
Insane. It was the year of Arnold.
What do you think the gross was on the Running Man, the 1987, on a $27 million budget?
The gross, I would say 27 million. I think it made 80.
38.
Ooh.
So it only made $11 million off the budget.
Yeah.
And I did a lot of the research. We'll do a little bit more into.
Oh, they released it in winter though.
Yeah, it just didn't catch.
No.
It didn't get word of mouth. It
Yeah.
kind of got cult status after the fact. And
It's because Predator, I think, it was
still
piggybacking off.
Yeah, it was still just
much.
hitting, and I think it might have been a little too raw, maybe a little too real. Like, whoa. What is this? Like what? Like it might have been ahead of its time. Like if it came out maybe in 90. If it came out
in the 90s, it would have been bigger.
It would have been a little more fun.
But in the 80s, they're like, no, we love.
It just didn't catch. But now it obviously got a reboot, so it's clearly like looked.
Yeah,
has done better over time. Okay, we'll get into the Rotten Tomatoes. What do you think?
So inflation
calculator. Oh yeah. Let's look at the inflation. So today,
38 mil.
Yeah,
would have been $1 billion. 10, right?
You put in 381.
No, I put 38.
That's 381.
Fuck.
Yeah. It's 100 million.
Okay.
So it's like a decent hit.
You said 38. I was like,
so his inflation goes from 38 million to $1 billion.
Yeah. Okay.
He inflated it by 970 million.
So 100 million.
So it would have been a nice hit.
Yeah.
Nice hit now.
So they would have made almost their money back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I get it. For Arnold, that was a flop.
It just felt like if this doesn't do 100, that's surprising. It is it's dark.
And considering in 88, he came with twins and just destroyed.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
What do you think the critics gave the 1987 The Running Man?
Critics gave it 60%.
Wow, great. 59.
Boom.
Great guess.
I knew it.
All right, what do you think the audience gave
I want to say the audience loved it. Audience gave it probably 85.
61.
Okay.
So the audience and the critics both just kind of have the same critique of it's just not quite close enough to the source material and doing enough with the source material and more of what you say about
the audience was like the audience was like us, but in 87. They were super hyped and they were like,
Like it just felt like there could have been more. I don't feel that with this movie. I'll go first with my score. I give this a hard 88%.
Wow.
Yeah, I had a great time with it. Love the WWF style. I love the 80s. I love the music. I love the visuals. The red and green, blue lighting in all of the quadrants where it just kept it feeling like this is a battlefield. It felt like that movie with Jason Statham where he's got to drive the car out of the jail. Do you remember that movie? What was the hell? No. What was the hell? It was like
Drive.
Yeah, it was just where it just felt like I believe this. Yeah. I really enjoyed that, and I give this an 88 because I didn't love Arnold's script, but I loved him in what he got. And I loved the first 15 into the next 15, and then it just kept going. I just didn't like the last 8 minutes. So I give this an 88. What would you give it, Tom? Because you're going to be more favorable before we go to Scott.
No, I'm like 81, 82.
81. What's your qualms?
Just like it was the ending of it. Fucked. It was like it was a bad
Rushed.
ending.
Yeah.
And then I think some of his lines were so poorly written.
Yeah.
Or I'm like fuck. Yeah. But 80-ish. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Super entertaining.
Where you at, baby? Tough Grader Johnson over here. RateMyProfessor.com. This guy's tough. This guy's tough.
Ask Jeeves.
Don't take him on a Saturday course.
Same as the critics. I would give it like a 60. I would give it 60. Shitty script, shitty directing, rushed, and bad casting.
Just for everyone?
For Arnold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You would have liked Swayze.
I think Swayze and them would have added a lot more likable character.
Believable.
I feel like you said, you're riding the Arnold wave. And I remember as a kid, I liked it because it was Arnold.
Okay.
But looking back, it didn't age well, and it's for a reason, because it's like some of the other movies are fleshed out a lot better director. This one was like, hey, let's make some more money and fucking and it's off a Stephen King novel, and you just shit the bed with that.
It's like it is tough because like Arnold's like the king of like the 80s and 90s. I'm like
but he phoned it in for this one. He phoned it in.
Okay.
Predator, he really leaned in.
Okay.
Raw Deal, he really tried. He tried to be the detective, all that stuff. All his other movies seemed like he had more time. This one, it was like he phoned it.
I just didn't think he's in it that much. Like, he's not in it enough. He's not given enough in this. I don't want to put too much blame on him.
And that's because the script was shitty.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
He's in it a lot.
Not gonna take
he's in every scene.
He's not speaking enough.
But he's
in the movie.
But the thing is,
I know what you mean.
He has a line in every scene.
But you know what I mean, where it's like, it's not a line, it's a line.
Right. Yeah. They're trying to do the Arnold lines, and it's stupid. It's like, hey, I'll be back.
Yeah,
Shut
that
the
was
fuck
so
up.
that was dumb.
Yeah, they just kept him in like the suspenders, hard hat.
Yep.
Stogie.
Absolutely.
Good.
Bro,
good. Dystopian
talking.
Arnold.
Yeah, just say some shit
jackhammering.
Like, kill them.
Yeah.
Kill them all.
All right, let's get out of here on a hot take. I'm going to go first just because this is scalding, and you're going to look at me with such a side eye.
Yeah.
I think my hot take for this episode is I think that Running Man is better than Total Recall and RoboCop. You know what? You're pretty reserved, and I appreciate that. Thank you for keeping it down. I liked this movie more than Total Recall, and I liked it more than RoboCop. I don't know why. I don't think I don't know why. I don't think it's a better movie. I like it more. I have more fun with it, and I just enjoyed the experience. So Sean Leary thinks that The Running Man in 1987 was better than Total Recall and RoboCop. I'm sorry.
That's sad. That's sad.
There we go.
It's not that sad.
It's pretty hot.
Pretty sad.
I mean, Total Recall is fucking awesome. So
it's not one of my favorites.
We could use a sound effect right now.
All right, Tom, what do you got? Scott goes last. Yeah, give me some sound effects.
I mean, it's not even hot.
Thank you. I'll be here all week. Comics Unleashed tonight, midnight.
It's terrible.
Tom next, then Scott. We'll close out.
I think they could have like not had the woman at all. Like, what's her name? Conchita.
Oh,
Maria Conchita
I
Alonso.
think that was unnecessary. I think it was just like
it definitely
they just
feels.
wanted to add like
I agree.
into it.
I agree.
Which is like
don't throw. First of all, women hate being called females.
Yeah,
by the way,
I mean, I don't really call anyone any.
Oh, do they? Do you know that? You know that?
I do.
No,
because I've said it, and they're like, God, don't use the word female.
So she
say woman.
Unnecessary character.
Male loneliness
Love women.
epidemic.
They're great. Love everyone. They're all fantastic. But
I get that. That's fair.
That's
a fair. That's a Luke.
No,
that's a Luke
I agree. I feel like they just threw it in to give him a love interest.
Yeah.
Because originally, here's the thing: originally the script, when what's his name, one of the other directors wanted to do it, they wanted to give her a much deeper backstory where she's part of the resistance and really convinces him. So that's why she got brought in the movie. But then they were like, no,
too many changes,
more fun, more dicks, Six Flags, and and they're like, kiss Arnold, and shut your fucking mouth. So
I also have a theory that I don't think Arnold Schwarzenegger. I think he's asexual because every time he kisses,
he doesn't have a ton of chemistry.
There's no chemistry. It's always like the way like you would.
Just
he like eats them.
Yeah. So I
just
like think he's
chocolate sundae.
Yeah. I don't know if he's into girls or guys.
Yeah, he could be asexual. He just doesn't like sex. He likes stogies and donkeys.
When you get that big and strong.
Yeah,
he likes pumping iron and pumping his own meat.
He doesn't get 1987 Arnold fucked what he wanted to fuck.
All right, okay.
But did he kiss them though? That's the question.
Yeah, did they kiss?
He has no time. He has no time.
Too many movies.
Yeah.
All right, what's your hot take? Close us out, Big Daddy.
All right. So
you're gonna say this movie's worse than anything I've ever seen.
No. This movie, I think the themes were so good in this movie, Dystopian Society. They hit a lot of the stuff. It's too bad that it kind of shit the bed. But people looking back at this movie will be like, oh, it seems like a lot of things I've seen. And the reason is without this movie, you don't have Squid Game. You don't have Hunger Games. You don't have American Gladiators. You don't have every show that has to do with a contestant getting their ass kicked or people or a movie where people are put in a society or in a game where they have to fight for their life. That's this movie. So as shitty as I might say it, it's The Running Man paved the way for all these book franchises and everything that people love. Like I said, Hunger Games, all that stuff would not have happened without this movie. So being that even though they fucked up Stephen King's book, Richard Bachman, I think was his pen name under it, it has its place in action sci-fi movies because it paved the way. And they actually did when the people at network the producers of American Gladiators pitched it to the network, they actually showed footage from the movie.
Hell yeah.
To sell it. And that is, and American Gladiators became a global phenomenon.
Huge show.
So it shows that we're sick and we do actually like those stuff. And there's a lot of truth to be told about that. So my hot take is, I'm going to add on to it a little bit, but without Running Man, you don't have any of those shows. You don't have Hunger Games, all that. And I also think, what was my other part? I fucking forgot.
Hot.
That's
a hot take.
This take is
Hold on.
hot.
It's coming to me. Without
you got a ripper during the TED Talk?
Without the Running Man, without the Running Man, you don't have any of those movies. And I also think my hot take is I would have enjoyed Christopher Reeves or Patrick Swayze better in this movie.
That's fair. I kind of figured that's where you were going to go, is recast the lead.
It still would have been a great movie. I just think that a better actor would have brought more, it would have made it scarier, darker. I think Arnold throwing his lines in there and being his acting, you couldn't take it seriously, which made it fun.
Yeah, made it fun.
But then that's what made it fall apart too.
I can imagine Swayze, Reeves, but
I think
Swayze would have been great.
I think it would have been good. I could see Swayze in the suit running. I could see him in the suit
in the mid '80s. Swayze did some good stuff. He did Next of Kin. He did.
Thin looks better in the suit.
Yeah,
it just does.
Red Dawn. Patrick Swayze, like he's really good as that leader. He has the pathos. He gets upset. He would have shown more emotion when people died.
And he's good at running. He literally is
good at running. He's a runner.
He can run.
Yeah, we know that from Point Break, from the Reagan days, from his Reagan days.
Yep, exactly.
That is The Running Man, the 1987 smash. Now you got to go see the movie. With Glenn Powell. It's out in theaters. Edgar Wright directed. 2025's The Running Man. Josh Brolin's also in it. Give some Goonies love. Rate, review, subscribe, comment. Let us know other movies you want to see. Like on the YouTube. Comment. All that fun stuff wherever you get your podcast. TikTok, find us over there, please. That's where we're doing our best numbers, at the Buddy Cop Podcast. Email the show, thebuddycoppodcast@gmail.com. I'm jonesing for a Lethal Weapon 2 coming up.
Oh, that's next.
We're going to get a live show.
2. We got Murtaugh and Riggs
live show
back.
in 2026 coming back. So thank you so much for all the love. For Tom, for Scott, that's the Buddy Cop.
Yep.
You know, when I was younger, we used to do it with our bare hands.
Roll credits. Sorry.